Hello Halftime TV family, Noranda Brown here, your host, and today I'll be talking about the Reggae Boyz versus Costa Rica. I sat down and I watched the game in its entirety, and I must say the boys were impressive. I'll go into the pointers that I've taken away from that game, but before I do so, let me say a big shout out to my sponsors, Quick Link Shipping and RS Sports Store. The link to each of those is located in the description below. Quick Link Shipping, anything you need whatsoever shipped into the island, they have you covered. You can reach out to them through Instagram, Facebook, or their telephone number. I'll provide it below as well. RS Sports Store, as we approach the new English Premier League season, and even for the Reggae Boys as well, you can reach out to RS Sports Store for the most authentic jerseys or kits or what have you. You can pre-order them and they'll have them to you as soon as possible. So check out RS Sports Store as well. The link to that also is located in the description. So again, we watched the Reggae Boys. A lot of glimpses of what we saw with the senior team a few days ago, but I must say I enjoyed watching the youngsters more than I did the seniors, and there are a number of reasons for this. I think, considering the batch of players we've assembled, and I must say kudos to the persons who are doing the scouting for the under 20 team, because there's some good talent there. I have to be honest with you, some really good talent in the junior team, the under 20 team, and they held their own against Costa Rica. I think Costa Rica had a number 10. He was a captain, Aguilera or something like that. He was pulling all the strings. He was the puppeteer today, and I admire his mode of play greatly. Over on the Jamaica side, I think there are a number of standout players that I saw that I'm impressed with them. I like what I saw. The goalkeeper, for one, he commanded the box well. He was very vocal. It showed that he had been playing in high pressure situations for the longest while. I admired that about him. And the coach in particular, Marcel Gale, I think he's done a fantastic job with the youngsters. I know he hasn't had enough time or a lot of time with these youngsters, but coming off the experience with Huey as well as Waterhouse, it showed he handled himself pretty well on the sideline. And the Reggae Boys, they were granted 2 penalties, and get this, the penalties were as a result of intricate play by is that Jamari? I think Jamari Clark is his name. Yeah, Jamari Clark plays his football in England as well. Very good player, very good player. He came on, I think, about the 64th or 65 minute mark, and he had an instant impact on the game. I think he's one to watch, and the senior team needs to be pulling from the under 20 team. I think there's a good core of players in the under 20 team that we can build on and bring them through in order to basically build on the senior team going into the next World Cup come 2026. Again, Jabari Clark, I think he set up the individual who won the first penalty, dribbled and then put a through ball, and then the attacker was fouled in the box, and we won the first penalty. First penalty obviously was stopped by the Costa Rican goalkeeper. Second time around, he went up, he got it, and he was fouled. All right, he decided, okay, I'm going to take this one, and he converted coolly. So again, Jamari Clark, I think he was the man of the match, but that's my opinion, and I'm curious to hear what you, the viewers, have to say. If you watched the game, let me know in the comment section if you think he was the man of the match, or if there's anyone else in the team that you think should be granted the man of the match award. But he definitely was my man of the match. And if you have any pointers, any takeaways that you got from the game, were you impressed? I'm curious to hear in the comment section as well. So as I said, it showed me that there is a good crop of players that we can build on for the next World Cup cycle. And Paul Hall mentioned that it's a 6-year plan that he has in place for the Reggae Boys. I think we can start there. We can actually start picking from this under 20 team. A lot of the youngsters in there, 18, 19, Jamari Clark, for example, 18 years of age. He has a build of a monster. I think he must be 6 feet 2 inches, 6 feet 3 inches tall. That's how big he is. And we need players like these in the setup. We need players who are playing football at the highest level from a really young age. And again, with Jabari Clark, it showed. I think he had 14 or 15 goals this season for his club team. And being that it was my first time watching the under-20 team, I must admit that I saw a whole lot of positives. I can't go through all of them right now, obviously, because time doesn't allow, but I saw a whole lot of positives, and one of those is the mentality of the team. I think they maneuvered a tough situation extremely well. The last 10 or 15 minutes of the game, they went for it. They went for it. They ensured that they came away from this game with a point. And there were a few half chances that could have been converted, didn't end up in the back of the net. But that penalty that was converted in almost the last kick of the ball, I think the 97th minute, because there were 8 minutes of stoppage time added on. I think it was thoroughly deserved, especially on the back of the latter part of the second half, the performance that they gave. But I think Marcel Gale, he's doing a fantastic job with the youngsters. And if Paul Hall's word is anything to go by, this is an incredible crop of players to pull from. Tyler Roberts as well. I was impressed. There were flashes of what he was capable of doing. I think the attacking play, the cohesion wasn't there for the most part, and that comes with time and with playing together over time, in my opinion. But again, I won't bash the youngsters too much, because, as I said, there were far more positives than negatives to take away from this game. And the Reggae Boyz under-20 team, they came away from the game against Costa Rica with a draw, a single point in their opener of the under-20 championship. And I'm curious to hear what the viewers have to say in that regard. If you watched the game, let us know in the comment section. What are your takeaways? Did you enjoy the game? I think if you're interested in watching the remaining fixtures, it will be aired on the concacaf YouTube page. That's where I watched it. So if you want to tune in, if you want to watch the games, you can support the boys there as well. But again, I'm going to throw it over to you, the viewers and the subscribers, to let me know what you think in the comment section. Good batch of players for Paul Hall to pick from going into his 6-year plan. I think each team that we see across international football, they have a core of players that usually come through the junior ranks, and they build these individuals to form the core of the senior team. As of now, I think the core of the Reggae Boyz team probably will be aging come the next World Cup cycle, and we don't want to go into that World Cup cycle, which I'll be doing a video on that as well, because I want to explain the full breakdown of the new World Cup 2026, considering there are 3 hosts. The last time there were multiple hosts for the World Cup was 2002, never before, never after. So we'll go into the breakdown, because we know automatically if you're hosting, you qualify for the World Cup. But considering CONCACAF, we have 3 hosts now, Mexico, United States and Canada. Does it mean that all 3 of them qualify? And then what does it mean for the rest of the teams that are competing in CONCACAF? Does it mean, okay, we only have 1.5 place left, or does it mean we'll still have or full allocation? But again, because the allotted slots for CONCACAF will be expanded as well. So look out for that, because as of now, CONCACAF has 3.5 places, I think. Yeah, 3.5 places. Come next World Cup, we will have a bit more. But again, viewers and subscribers, like, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. And I'm curious to hear what you think of that game. What are your reactions? Leave it in the comment section. Until next time, peace out.